here we go again, back with more Pro Cycling Manager Season 2015. This time, it's a brand new series, actually an old one that I just finished yesterday. If you want to check it out, check out the final episode and the two final episodes, because I won 2 stages. I can already spoil that. One in the Vuelta a España, and I won my first major title, and of course it will sadly be the last episode of the series, so you won't really see me drive in whatever I won and for the next year. Because about a week ago I saw on PCM Daily that a new 2016 database was released, and I usually go for their databases because I like them the most, and they're some really big databases. And yeah, I thought I might as well start my new series now, because yeah, it's a good timing. It's March now, the season has just started last weekend with 2 big cobblestone classics, and let's try again and win all monuments in our Road to Monument series season 2. So let's get started and create our cyclist. Thank you for using, you can see it here, pcmdata.com, and once you get into that site, it should be pretty easy to find the database. Okay, I'm pretty much going to pick the same as last time. Danish, I'm from southern Denmark. And I'm probably going to pick the usual stuff. That's what I use when I have to use 2 names. Otherwise I'll just use no suit, as I call it. Skin color doesn't matter. Height, I'm about 190. 193 I think I am. And I weigh about 89 kilos. Had to lose a bit of weight. Oh, that actually added a lot of new pictures as well. Oh my god, there's so many pictures. I don't know what I really should choose. Should I choose a real picture? Should I just... There's probably some funnier ones down at the end, I would imagine. Let's see what we have. Oh yeah, you can see now you can pick teams or older riders. Some funnier pictures, I guess. Actually a lot of choice here. Let's see if there's something that just pops out to me that I just have to choose. Nothing really so far. I think I'm just going to go with a random picture. Should I go with Armstrong Fallout? Let's go down luck. That seems nice. Okay, so this is all done. I'm going to be as young as possible, because that gives you the possibility to be even better later on. I think that's correct. I know I'll be better now if I choose 22. For example, not listed, I'll already have 74, while if I'm 19, 69. But if I'm 22 in 3 or 4 years in this game, in season 4, then I'll probably have around 80, 82 at the same age. So it's better to start at 19. Of course, highest potential. So the question is, should I choose? I'm looking at, I want to be good in the hills and in the cobblestones. Normal Classic 61, 69, that's average around 65. Powder 64 and 60, that's a 62 average. Stage races 64, 55, that's around 60 average again, 59.5. Climber, nah. Time trial, no. Sprinter would be nice for Milan Sanremo, but I think you get pretty good sprints as a Powder and as a Normal Classic and as a hill rider as well. Puncher 54 cobblestones. I feel like punchers should have a lot better cobblestone stats. I feel like that's a misconception. They should remove some of the stats from maybe mountains and put it onto cobblestones here. So right now I'm looking between Northern Classics, but I saw in my last career mode I didn't really get higher in hill stats than 74, 75. So the question is, do I really want to go with hills or non-classics, or should I go with Bauder, where I start with a bit more hills and a lot less cobblestones? But on the other hand, I'm better on flat Bauder and pretty decent sprint as well. I think I'll try this, and we'll see how it goes. Otherwise, I'll start another career again, another time, and then we'll figure that out. But let's go Bauder this time. I haven't tried it before. Let's see how it works out. So this is the team selection. Pretty important decision, because you get to choose, do I get in a better team? This is the old cool team that I actually drove for in the second season is my first Pro Cyclist mode, and this is the team I started with, Treffer Blue Water, in my first one. So these are two teams I've both driven before in my first Pro Cyclist mode. Probably my most popular series on my channel. But you can see here, I would like to be the best breakaway Baudeur rider on this team, and the 4th best rider overall. So this could be a chance, but I wouldn't get in that many big races. This is a Pro Continental team, which is a lot better. So I could get in better races, but I think I should probably try and do the same as last time. Colo Quick maybe, to have a half a star better and still be 5th out of 13. I think I'll go with this one, because these are from my home team, hometown, I think. Actually, they're probably not anymore, because they've lost the Blue Water sponsor. Blue Water from my town, the company. But I'll go for them anyway, because I like the team. Let's pick him and start the race, and I'll move on to... actually, before I move on, I might as well just show you what's been changed in the database, because a lot of things have of course changed from 2015 to 2016. They've added a lot more races, a lot more kits, and a lot of other things as you can probably guess. We'll look at attributes first of all. I'm excited to see best average rated riders. Apparently Marcel Kiel, but I think we'll just look at by stats wise, because that's easier to compare. Quintana, Froome, 2 best climbers, that's probably realistic enough. Nibali, Contador, and 2 next best. Then we have Valverde, Landa, and Aru, 2 former Astana guys. Valverde is there. And who else we have from Game Rodriguez? A lot of climbers here, of course. But yeah, Jaron Thomas up to 79, that's a big boost, of course, to last year. Hills, we have Valverde, Rodriguez, and Martin Moreno. Not really that high stats. Alaphilippe's up to 80 here. Kwiatkowski as well. Time trial, we have Tony Martin, Dumoulin, and new world champion Kirienka. Surprised a lot this year. Cobblestones, Cancellara, Van Aert, and Stibar is up there. But surprised that Stibar has 81, but he is actually 30 years old. You think Stibar is really young, but he was so... I think it was in cyclocross. He was competing for so many years, so he got into road cycling so late compared to a lot of other riders. And in sprints we have Greipel and Kittel with 82 each, and Christoph, Cavendish, Josh Pan with 81, and a lot of great sprinters otherwise. So let's look at the team that we have. I am the 4th best rider, Wirt Smith, who actually won Olympic gold medal in Omnium, I believe in 2012 in London. No, that's not. That's Norman Hansen. Wirt Smith won the time trial this year in Richmond, Virginia, in the World Championship. That's what I messed him up. But yeah, 72 time trial as a 21-year-old. He'll become a great time trial later on in the career, probably. Surprised that after winning the under 23 time trial championship, he didn't manage to find a better team than this. But it's nice to have a rider like him on a team for many stages. But yeah, I'm the best in the flat. Mountains, we don't really have anybody. I'm actually the worst. Hills, I'm actually not even that bad, even though I don't have 64. But you can see it's a pretty poor team. And let's check out what races we have to do in the first year, and training as well. Baudeur will give me a bit of everything. Should I just train this and become a breakaway artist and win races that way? Should I chase Puncher and improve? I mean, right now I improve pretty much everything. Cobblestones, what will that improve? Non-classics. Because I need to improve my non-classics at some point. 60s, that's too low. It has to go over 70, 72 at some point. Stamina as well would be nice to improve as well. I think I'm just going to go with Baudeur, because it seems like that'll be a great stat for me to go with in the early stages. Because right now I need to go in the breakaways to actually improve. So I'll stay with Baudeur. It'll be only a week or two before I level up again. Let's check out the schedule. You don't have these Cyanide Cups races that you have previously, but I'm apparently signed into only 5 races and I have no choice at all. So we're going to New Zealand here. It's a lot of new different races that I'm really looking forward to drive. So let's get it started and go to the first race. And here we have the first level up. This took 2-3 weeks of training. 18th of January 2016 now. And yeah, pluses all over the board. That's what you get from training Baudeur. You improve everything. +2 in flat, 72 flat already is a pretty great stat. 56 in mountains. 65 hills, 61 time trial, 63 prologue, 61 cobblestone, 64 sprint, 64 acceleration, 70 downhill, 72 bout d'or, 59 stamina, 58 resistance, and 57 recovery. So important stats: +1 hill, +1 cobblestones, +2 sprint, +2 acceleration, and +1 stamina, and +2 flatten mountain. Mountain is pretty important if you want to win Giro di Lombardia, but that's the race. It's really difficult. It's like you need to be 80 marks to win Giro di Lombardia and Pré-Roubaix. It's just two so different races. You have to be like the complete cyclist if you want to win both, and that's just close to impossible in this race. But let's move on to the next race, 2 days away. And this is the team. I'm 67 average right now. I'm actually the second best rider in our entire squad right now because of just leveling up. First stage is the time trial. I'll just simulate through this one, and then I'll do the second stage, and then next video I'll do the next 3 stages. So you can see we're up against some pretty weird, pretty bad competition. It's considering my teammate won with only 72-2 in time trial, and I actually managed up to finish 31 in my first race ever in the pro scene, and with only 61 time trial. You can see the competitors in this race were pretty horrible. 64 time trial actually managed to end up in one of the last places. Of course, this is more of a prologue than a time trial, so that might be why some different riders are up here. But let's just get on to the next stage and try and get in the breakaway and get some more XP. Stage 2 profile looks as follows. I'll try and get the mountain jersey to get some extra XP. I don't know if I'm actually allowed to get away, because we are, of course, the team responsible for defending the leader's jersey right now. So I'll try to get away, but it's not a guarantee, of course. Okay, the race now started. Deciding to try some new stages. They've done a lot of work on these stages. You can see they're actually pretty well designed, most of them. Excited also about it didn't crash, because usually I always have a lot of trouble, but this time I have no crashes so far, no bugs to report as of yet. We have some attacks here, but the Pelton is leading up pretty strong as well, so I don't think this attack will be led away. Now I might be able to counterattack here on the right. I got another rider behind me here, Carpenter from the HLV team. I think that's what's that team? That's Holo Westco. I don't know that team, so just not going to say anything about it. Sounds stupid. Let's see if we're going to get caught again. It's a third rider coming up, and we are going to get caught again. Bjørn Schmidt is of course protected by a teammate. Another attack here. Probably a good timing, because I should have waited to attack once more, or at least a little bit later on. But this seems like a big breakaway, so I don't think they'll be allowed to get away. This PVC team, I don't know who they're driving for. Park Hotel Walkenburg, riding for Stretinga, I think. 71 sprint, not really that great. But we finally had 2 riders away now. I'll try and follow this attack as well. 4 or 5 more riders. I mean, as soon as the breakaway seems to be, if it's 5 riders or more, the breakaway isn't away. 2 to 4 riders, in these days all the Pelton wants to let away. So you can see, I can already see this Pelton this breakaway is doomed. So I'll stop attacking, save my energy a bit. 1 rider seems to get away. I think that's one of my teammates here coming up actually to attack. I'll try and follow again. Once again I have a couple of riders behind me. About a minute up to the front group. Let's look behind me and see. I'm actually getting away. I think I'm stronger than the other riders here, which is why I'm getting away. And yeah, let's see if I get in the breakaway, and then we'll see what happens later on in the stage. Okay, they simply don't want to let me away. I've attacked 5-6 times already, so I had to give up, sit in the pelts and hope for a stage win maybe, because since I'm apparently such a big threat overall, I might be a threat to attack later on in the stage and maybe win the entire race. Okay, so we're into the last 14 kilometers now. I think we can start now and create a sprinter train. Of course, I'm not able to do that since this is pro cyclist mode. but I can attach myself to another train, or I can go solo attack the breakaway. So I managed to miss this morning because I wasn't allowed to go in it. It's finally being caught now, 40 seconds or so to the front. The group, I'm still protected by Ries here. Fitzmilson and Nielsen are up here as well. My captain in the yellow jersey is still looking strong. So question is, what should I do now? Is that an attack from up front that I can't really see? Okay, I think we'll try an attack here. The sprint train should start to form as well now, but I have pretty decent flat stats, so I might be able to just get a bit away here. Nah, it seems like they are too strong right now. This team here, Bordeaux, is getting a good lead out for Brian Alaphilippe. I think that's Alaphilippe's younger brother, I think it is. Can I get a top 10 place here? And in my first race, I'm actually in a 9-man group here, who's gone a bit away from the rest of the peloton because of my attack, maybe. Could look like a 4th place or something like that here. 5th place. It will be a win for Bordeaux. Is there a gap actually between 6th and 7th place here? So quite a big of a gap. So I think like if I sit on the wheel, I might have been able to get an even better place. But a 5th place finish should give me some XP actually, just because it's my first race. And I might even get an XP for just finishing the race. I can't exactly remember because it's been so long since I last started the career mode. Wow, look at this new newspaper. New Zealand Cycle Classics, Bordeaux settles the sprint. It's pretty cool. Cycling News is probably the biggest news site for cycling. It's okay, but that's a lot of the site I don't like, so I don't go there a lot. But it's nice. I just want to get. It's like the tabloid of cycling news pages. If you just want to get a quick overview, it's like going to, I don't know, the worst newspaper in whatever your country you're from. You get the news, but you don't get really that in depth, I think. So let's see, 5th place. No real difference between the first couple of riders. About 116 riders make it home with the main group. I'm now 25th overall, so probably around 3 or 4 riders ahead of me who didn't manage to make it in with the main group. But it's an okay result. Let's see if we get some XP for this. Top 5, top 10, 35 XP. Not a big change in XP, but you get XP so fast from training right now. And I'll probably get some XP if at some point I manage to get in a breakaway. But for now, that's it for this video, and I'll see you guys next time where we'll do the next 3 stages in the New Zealand Cycling Classic, whatever it's called. I haven't heard of the race before, but it's pretty fun so far. See you guys next time. Goodbye.